everyone. Happy Friday. Man, we made it. I wasn't sure I was going to, so thank you for your patience. Let the party begin. So I want to say hi to everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you for bearing with me. I had to do my hair, get my makeup on, and then I lost my vape. It was horrible. So we're ready to rock and roll. So welcome to Down Home Crypto. Thanks for joining us. And as you know, I've got a few rules because this is our house. So it's also Friday. We've got to relax. So first thing, man, kick your shoes off. Stay a while. Let's have some fun. Second of all, the bar is always open. So fix yourself a drink. It's going to be a long night. Better make two, because you never know what we're going to run into tonight. And as you know, vape, smoke, whatever you like. Snacks are always available. And of course, our favorite here is Idaho Spud Bar. So kick up. Yeah. Wow, it's going to be one of those nights I can tell already. Kick back, relax, put your feet up. Let's have some fun. So I want to say thank you. And let's see who we've got popping into. Wow, man, the chat is going nuts. I got to scroll way up there. Sorry. It is not easy getting this hair just right. You know how hard it is to get that one hair in place? It's horrible. Brittany, how you doing, my dear? And wow, do I not have background music? I just realized that. It doesn't sound right. There it is. I kick it up a few notches. Okay. So we got Brittany Cherie. Good to see you, dear. I hear you're doing chemistry, so you're not going to be joining us. Sorry to hear that, but at least you're hanging with us. Appreciate that. And Alpha Cruz, looks like I'm back audio cut for a second. Yeah, apparently we had some technical issues. Hopefully Alpha gets it fixed, because I think he's going to be joining us tonight. By the way, what do you guys think about the new backdrop? Let me know in the comment. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you like this better than the old one? So, yeah. See, I was saying, yep, sorry you're doing my hair. Alpha Cruz laughing at me. Hope you give her a hi, Mom. Good to have you here. Lynn, Alpha Cruz. And yeah, there's a whole conversation. We had people going back and forth. Britt, of course, is laughing. Gotta love family. They're always the ones that are gonna laugh at you. And you know what? That's okay. That's what family does. In fact, that's part of the topic for tonight's show. And unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, I had to completely wipe my system and start from scratch. So just finally getting the kinks worked out, so I didn't get a chance to make a poll. So I apologize for that. But in return, since you didn't get to vote on this week's options for our main topic, I picked kind of a challenging one I think you're going to enjoy. And the whole concept is real and raw. No, it's not a sushi movie. No, we're not talking about fish. When to keep it real? When to be raw with somebody? Straight out brutal. When do you have to tell them this is how it is? Hopefully not aggressively or tacky. And what is the best way to do that? But also, what kind of situations have you guys run into where you had to be that person to go up and say, dude, man, I'm sorry, but your breath smells like rotten fish. Situations like that we all have to face. And I think it's important to understand that and realize that, hey, we all deal with it, man. That's part of the game. So I think it'll be fun. But also, for anybody who's watching, if you stay tuned, I just might have a surprise drawing and a giveaway in tonight's show. Stay tuned. Ought to be fun. And, okay, so tough night. Yeah, it is a tough crowd, Alpha. Man, tech, we talked about this, was it last week? In Freaky Friday, where there's supposed to be a solar flare. Or no, I think I was talking to Cyril afterwards. Either way, tech's gonna die, end of the world, we're all gonna die. It's horrible. See, we're all having tech issues. Yeah, we are having tech issues. And Britt says, what? Oh no. Yeah, all the time. And Alpha, I'm with you. But of course, guys, as always, I cannot do this alone. So I've got an amazing gang sitting backstage waiting to come up here and have some fun. So it would not be a party with the amazingly beautiful and talented Miss Wild Angel. How you doing,
Hi,
dear?
everybody. How's it going?
Going good. How's your day been today?
I'm on a tall Dutch. That's the kind of day it's been. With an extra shot.
That's a rough day.
That's a rough day.
So, well, you empty half of it, then you grab the vodka bottle and it's like, fill it up. Let's go. Okay.
You know, the day I've had, yeah, I think.
I grabbed the cup without the straw. Wrong cup. This is my day, guys.
Oh my God. Serenity has lost his mind, I think.
Yeah, I have. So
he lost his hair and his mind decided to leave too.
See, I always thought I lost my hair because my mind was so big. I was so smart, it pushed all the hair out. That's what everybody told me. Were they just being nice?
Your hair got mad and left.
Well, I probably pissed it off too. That sounds about right. Something I would do.
Yeah, I got water in this one.
Britt says, I have caffeine, water, and antacids next to me right now. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those nights, is it, Britt? Mm-hmm. With chemistry, I can believe it.
Hey, now, what makes the antacids work? Why are they so good? There's a chemical equation for you.
There you go. Yeah. Alf Cruz says, poor Serenity, no real and raw people around him.
Oh, no,
yeah,
not at all.
actually, there is. That's one of the great things. And I'm very thankful for that. Wow, here we go. English is my second language. Actually, more like my third, right behind profanity and gibberish. So, we'll get there. If it gets really bad, I'll start swearing heavily. And it's like, okay, well, show's over. We got banned. Sounds accurate. It does, Alpha. But of course, I love to have people around me that will be real with me. They'll tell me the absolute fact. And if they say, man, you're being a jerk, hey, I can respect that. I may not like it, but I can respect it. And I've got somebody here who will do exactly that. That's right. We got one more backstage. We got Mr. Alpha Cruz. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. Much better than last week. Oh man, sad that I had to miss last week.
Are you done breaking things now? No more broken electronics?
Man, this electronics is being a problem tonight. This thing won't
man's in the
calibrate
middle.
either. It's not even calibrating. Like I look to the side and it just stays like that. It's not even following my face right now. I don't know what's up.
The
Oh,
man
that's
in the
crazy.
middle of the jungle in a VW bug or a VW bus. He expects his technology to work? Really?
You
Why
know it works worked the last time. Clearly, I had better internet connection then.
Right. Yeah,
Someone-
and hey, you know what? In today's technology, you should be able to get internet pretty much anywhere. You might have to pay a little more for the premium, whether it's Starlink, things like that. But yeah, I think nowadays you can get internet pretty much anywhere on the planet. And if not, like in the Bermuda Triangle or some very bad place, you probably shouldn't be to begin with. So get the hell out of there.
Yeah. Like the center of the Amazon rainforest. Very
Right.
good place to be, If the bugs don't get you, the lack of internet will.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the lack of internet would kill me first. So,
I feel like
what
it
do you
would be
guys?
the bugs with me.
Yeah, I don't know. Never been to that jungle. I've been in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. Got to walk through the jungle a little bit there, and yeah, there's some big monster bugs, and you got lizards crawling up the walls. Like, okay, this is a little odd, but it was cool too.
Mhm.
It was neat to see that different culture.
I can do without
Yeah.
the bugs, but the lizards crawling on the wall, I'd want to bring them all home.
This was their home.
I want to bring them to my home.
Well, yeah, we may just have to move. Who knows? Living in America is not what it was all cracked up to be 50 years ago. It is changing drastically, and yeah, it's just getting worse. I mean, come on. Our presidential candidate is on trial for like 50 different things. I don't even pay attention. It's like more drama, whatever. What does that say about our country? Come on, guys. Yeah, we won't get into it.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Rich
bot
says-
flies. I saw that on a episode of one of my like Rescue 911 or something. Bot fly like coming out of her face. Oh my god, it was so gross. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that's gruesome. Thanks, I'll pass. That's just getting nasty. Quite a lot. And Alpha says someone needs to keep. Exactly, yeah. Alpha, somebody does need to keep it real with them. And, that's one of the things that kind of inspired me tonight, along with one of our great audience members, community members here, is Smiley Girl. We chatted a few weeks ago on helping her on her streaming, things like that. And she wanted to ask questions about the stream, but instead I focused all of it on her. What did she want to get across? And change the whole narrative. And had to keep it real with her. It's like, hey, don't worry so much about the information. Worry about you and your delivery style. Why do you do it? What's your passion? That's where the
Serenity.
energy comes from.
Your
And said
audio
that was
is,
super.
your audio's in and out.
Is it?
It's not glitchy like Discord's open, but it's just kind of fadey in and out.
I probably broke something. Let me check. Yeah,
It's been
Tech
a
issues.
technology week.
it is.
Yeah, It really is. Technology has been kicking my ass all week too, and I work in technology. Come on, man.
Wow. Do you still have a job, Alpha? I mean, if you're having that many problems, that could be bad.
I mean, I technically employ myself, so you know.
Oh, okay.
Of course, he's
I
always
can't
got a job.
dismiss myself.
You can fire yourself. Trust me, I've done it. It's really kind of fun. Give it a shot one day.
One day.
Yeah. So is that better on the audio? Do I sound more natural, or is it still fading?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
consistent. It's
Weird.
not
I must be
in and
peeking out or something. So, yeah, I do apologize. Like I said, I had to wipe my entire system. I thought it'd be fun, and I'd install a sound mixing board and then do sound effects. And all of a sudden, it started going weird, and I deleted it, and then it got weirder. Like, okay, that's strange. Try tweaking it, and next thing you know, the whole thing ate itself. It's like, that's it. I'm done. Wipe it.
Ah, damn. Wow.
Yeah, that was sketchy. So we're back, but it took me like 3 days to get like my browser to stop going to Bing, and yeah, it was horrible.
Oh yeah, that's pretty tough. It's quite annoying. It's like, just give me back my old settings, damn it.
Right. And you know, Alpha, you probably appreciate this. I realized, because I saved all my bookmarks, and I've been all the crypto project, anything I'm researching, whatever I'm invested in, save all those in favorites. And so, okay, no problem. I got them saved. After I reinstalled, it brought up a bookmark bar from like a year ago. All the shit was gone. Oh my God, are you serious?
Oh,
I realized my
damn.
old account was set as a local machine, not through a Microsoft account. So it didn't transfer over.
Flip.
Oh, I hate
man.
that.
The frustration, I can feel it. I probably
Oh, it
losing
was
my
horrible.
mind at that moment.
Yeah. Oh, Britt, it was awful. And, for those who are crypto enthusiasts, as you know, here at Down Home Crypto, we love the crypto side. We're changing lives. But I had to go through my wallet and look through past transactions and try to go through like SoulScan and EtherScan and figure out, okay, where does this wallet connect to? What site was that? And try and trace things down. I guarantee there's still stuff out there that I have no idea where it went. I don't know.
Yeah.
We had to
definitely.
reinstall Chrome on my work computer, and we don't have like Google accounts or anything. So, and I use Chrome exclusively, and I have all my websites saved on the bookmarks bar, like our state controller, our treasury office, all of this stuff, and our filing system. So they reinstalled Chrome, and I had no bookmarks. Although now we figured out how to do a link to a Google account without it actually being a Google account. There is a way to do it. My IT guy showed me, so that it'll save all my bookmarks. So if I uninstall, it's like linked to my work email, but it's not like a Google account. But it will actually save them now. So hopefully, I think I get a new computer in 2 more years. I think I've got 2 more years before I'm up in the rotation. And hopefully it will all just slide right on over. I hope.
I don't know, 2 years, that's a long time in computer age.
We get them every 4 years.
Please. By the time that 2 years come around, then we're looking at RAM versions DDR7 or 8 already.
Right.
Well, we
Exactly.
went from desktop boxes to everybody's got a laptop now.
Oh, okay.
So, Britt, we don't have Google accounts because it's a state agency. And so those are all very tightly monitored.
You guys got a special kind of email address.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We have
And it's-
Microsoft accounts, but not Google accounts.
Okay. And it's like any big corporation or something. They don't want your identity or your stuff linked to their stuff, and it's trying to keep that separated. So that makes total sense. So, yeah, guys, want to let you know that Cyril and BTK have friends coming in from out of town, so they won't be joining us tonight. Looks like Crow is on a plane. He should be getting home soon. He may pop in. Who knows? We'll see. But I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Smiley Girl, unfortunately, her mom wasn't feeling good, so she's not going to be able to join us tonight. So I hope she gets feeling better very soon, Smiley, because nobody likes being sick. I'm a horrible sick person. I turn like into cranky 3-year-old with sore teeth. I am no fun. So
Oh,
it may be us, but we might have a few others pop in. But so guys, on tonight's wow, I just
Live
topic
stream?
topic conversation I picked was real and raw. And I think this is one thing that it's a very sensitive topic. I mean, we start looking at when they say be real, be raw with somebody. Most of us aren't. Most of us wear a mask of some sort, whether it's just hiding a little bit of ourselves, like they don't want to know this about me. There's a level of too much information. We don't want to know. But then there's the people that push it so far that you don't even know who they really are. So I'm really kind of curious. As far as situations like that, if you guys had to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely real, and 1 being nobody has a clue who I am, where would you put yourself on that scale? I'd love to know in the chat. What do you guys think of yourself? Let's rate yourself on this. Wild Angel, where do you think you fit on that scale? Never mind. Alpha Cruz. She's choking me to death. Heimlich.
I would say like around 7, because there's obviously certain things that I keep to myself, like I don't want people knowing that. But yeah, I'd be around 7 because I'm very, I don't know. It's like I don't give a damn what people's going to think to begin with. I'm just going to do me. I'm going to be mean if I need to be mean. I'm going to be nice if I need to be nice. So it's just like I'm good with that.
Okay. And so, part of that is being real with you. I've got to say the fact that you're not on camera and kind of hiding behind a AI. Are you sure? Does 7 really feel accurate to you? Honestly, I mean that might seem a little high on your scale. But...
I see what you mean, but I'm referring to mostly IRL kind of things. Obviously, with crypto right now, I'm not going to dox myself yet, but that is a plan. And I've made my avatar and everything else that I do portray as close to how I actually look as possible. So, and I'm trying to at least keep it that realism there, at least around a 5 or 6. Although it's still animated, but we're getting there.
And I can respect that, although I am envious of your hair. If your hair looks like that, I'm envious, man.
Oh, man. It's not like that, but it's close enough.
Hey, that works. Any hair in my book is good. So, and Brittany chimed in. It says, see, where do we go? Depends on how well you know me. Britt, that's a great point, because that's the question is, how well does anybody really know anybody else? And at what level do we share? Does that change depending on the situation, the person? Or do people always keep like 30% locked away they never share with anybody? I'm really kind of curious. How about you, Wild Angel? Where would you put yourself on that scale?
I tend to be one of those people that don't necessarily think about what other people think. I don't really care. And so I tend to overshare what's going on. And I don't have a lot of tact filter. And so I tend to be rather raw with people to the point of I got called into HR about a year ago. Remember Serenity?
Mm-hmm.
I came home in tears. I didn't intend to be mean. I didn't think I was. Apparently, I was just having a really bad week. So
what happened? A short synopsis of it.
It was just some anniversary of negative things happening. And so my mind was elsewhere, and my tolerance for other people's lack of brain cells for the day was really low, and my mouth got the better of me. So it happens. I've made myself more mindful of that. And when I know something big's coming up, I kind of warn people ahead of time, say, hey, if I'm starting to do this, would you please just tell me so I can rein it in? And I really don't think I've had much of an issue. I kind of did today because I got tired of getting chewed on by somebody who wasn't my supervisor for like 20 minutes about something that had nothing to do with my job. And I'm done and left. So
Game over. I'm out. Gotcha.
Game over. And then I went and talked to the person that was in charge of that area and says, hey, these people are butting in. Because this was somebody from not even their department. And I went to their supervisor went to the supervisor of the area that was impacted and says, hey, this is not my space. Why was I getting chewed? And then she took care of it so that I pulled myself out and
Proud of you.
didn't
That's good.
get super cranky, but I could have gotten really raw with them.
Right.
So, but for the most part, people I think know me fairly well. I am who I am. And if they don't like it, they can go jump in the lake.
With weights. I'll help you tie them on.
Yeah.
That kind of guy.
I think there's a couple bricks in the garage.
Oh, yeah. I can take care of that. Britt said, I would say a 3-ish. Britt, I know you pretty well. Not great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we're family, and so I know a lot about you, but there's still parts of you I don't even know. So I would say, a 3 to 4 is probably realistic. I'd probably push you a little more of a 4 just because you're part of the family, and we are an outspoken family. We always have been. We're not very quiet. We're not very timid. Like, I don't even think I could spell timid. And I am shy, however. Yeah. I cannot walk up to somebody and just have a conversation. It's like, hi, how you doing today? I'm horrible at that. Believe it or not.
I love it.
Oh, I hate
same.
that.
I love doing that. I used to do it all the time on university.
Right. See, I'm just the opposite. I hate doing that. And so that's why it's so much fun to get up here and talk to everybody here. Because to me, every one of you watching, everybody here on stage, you're all part of the family. That's what Down Home Crypto is about. It's a family environment. And so that kind of opens the door to conversation. I don't feel near as worried about, oh, am I going to say this wrong or that wrong? Because I'm going to say everything. I'm that person that opens my mouth, insert both feet, swallow twice until my shoelaces come out of my nose. That's when I shut up. Maybe. Yeah. Well, Angel can attest to that. So can Britt.
Okay, Brittany. Let's see if it. Okay, other way. Dog friendly, human selective. Cat friendly, human selective. Oh, and Karma Farms.
Karma Farm, gotta love them.
So, those stickers are very much me. I am very particular about people that I have real conversations with, like in-depth personal conversations. I can, hey, how's it going all day long? That's what I do on my side hustle. But to sit down and have a personal conversation, that's a different story.
Right. It is.
I'm not even sure I could sit down with Britt and have a really in-depth, like girl kind of conversation because I don't know her very well.
Right.
I think I've seen you maybe twice ever, Britt. But it's just one of those. It kind of depends what context you're in.
And I think that's an important one. And it's like Britt's saying, as we've talked before, Britt is going to school to be a doctor. And she wants to be a psychologist. It's my understanding, I think. But I probably got it wrong, but that's just me because I'm a crazy uncle. You don't like most people. You want to help them, but you don't have to know me. Mm. That is a great point. You don't have to pour your life story out to somebody to help them. Sometimes just giving them enough to realize that, hey, I can empathize. Or sometimes I can even sympathize. There's a big difference there. But at the same time, it's not judging them. It's listening to them most of the time. So, yeah, Britt, I can totally relate how you could help people without having to share who and what you are. Nothing wrong with that. I think it's great. And, she's not shy at all. She's a part of our family. We don't do shy very well. And I would have to say, even on that scale for myself, I would put myself probably about a 7, maybe 7.5, to be real. There's a lot of things I talk about, and I share about a lot of my information with you guys. Part of that is breaking my own barriers. Part of that is taking accountability for my own actions. of the past, whether it's my recovery, being an addict, things like that, or just things that I've screwed up. I've had to raise it up because I realized that so many times in my life that I have tried to hide behind the Superman cape. I can fix anything. I can do anything. And I've used that almost as a weapon to not have to deal with people, not have to face the hardships. It even got to the point when I was younger where I was so arrogant and cocky, I thought I could be late 10 minutes to work every day, and that was fine. Why? Because I'm just that amazing. Granted, I was, but that's beside the point. And
now we know why they disappeared, eh?
Right, exactly, yeah. And Britt says, it's a defense mechanism. Absolutely, it is. And Mom says, we have had great personal conversations, Britt. Yes. And Mom, good to have you here. And yes, Hope Giver is Grandma. That is my mom. And Britt's grandma. The whole family's here. Woo-hoo! It's a party.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think all of us are hiding to some degree. So try and keep it real. I would have to put myself safely to 7.5. Some people would say I'm a 9.5 because I do blurt the things out there like, oh my God, did you really just say that? Yeah, I kind of did. But I think that's where the raw comes into form versus the real. Because we can be raw, but are we being real at the same time? That's a tricky one. What do you think about that, Alpha?
I feel like it's pretty much interlinked. Like, okay, I think I get where you're going with. Like, you can be raw but not real. Like, you can just say things, but then you're not also completely sharing your thoughts. It's like a rapid response kind of thing. But I think for me, like, personally, I would say that I tend to do both interlinked. So I'm not a person that will think before I talk. It's a very bad habit. I can say that because sometimes something happens, just like boom, that's it. It's out. I'm not even going to think about it. But like, you know what? I don't care, man. You deal with the aftermath. That's not my problem anymore. And I know it's something like that because I'm always being told, did you have to say that? I'm like, maybe, I guess, probably not. But you know what? I see what was on my mind. It came out. Maybe if I thought about it for a second, I could have said it nicer. But nice isn't exactly my thing. I will give it to you straight, and that's always how it's going to be. So it's like I'm not going to, I would say, hide what I'm thinking. I don't like sugarcoating. I quite despise it. So that's like why I would say raw and being real can be very well interlinked in that sense.
I would have to agree. And but you've got those people that are the other way around. They're just totally raw, but they're saying things they don't believe. They don't feel it. That's not their personality. They're doing it to get a reaction. And so it's really strange because, yeah, a lot of people, I think we keep a natural balance. But you've got those people at the extremes. They're like over drama queens. Like, oh my God, I'm dying. It's the end of the world. It's like, shut the hell up. You got a splinter. Get out of my face. I'm even to the point now where I have a rule in our house. If you don't have a compound fracture, arterial spray, or death, don't bother me. It's a flesh wound. It's not worth my time. Go get a Band-Aid. Get some electrical tape. Rub some dirt in it. I don't care. And that's kind of the way I am. I had to do that with my kids because we've got like a whole horde of them. You could fill a school bus. But if not, every time I turn around, somebody was getting hurt for something. Whether it's fighting, it's falling down, it's tripping, it whatever. Not that I'm not compassionate by any means. Just the opposite. It's one of those to try to make them realize that the world is a harsh place. And most people, simple fact is, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. Simple fact is most people on this planet do not care about you in any way, shape, or form. You could die tomorrow and they don't care. You don't make a bit of difference in their world. That's the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. Sorry. But that's also the truth. So if you walk around thinking that you can walk on water and you're a superhero, growing up that way as a child, it's like, oh, they're an amazing child. When they hit the real world, they're going to get knocked down hard. They're like, oh my God, I can't walk on water? Wait a minute. It's going to be a brutal reality check. And a lot of us aren't prepared for that kind of check. So as a parent, I tried to keep it real with them. Not saying I did a good job. Not saying that's the best way to be a parent. But it's one of those where even now, people come into the house like, hey, dude, unless you're dying, it's just a Tuesday afternoon. Sorry. What do you think about that, Wild Angel?
Yeah, I think my raw is more my tact filter is clogged. Um,
It
Who
needs
do you call for that? A
replacing.
plumber?
and I just need to get a new filter. And some days it's just the filter's overloaded, or it's just gets bypassed. And like Alpha was saying, sometimes things just come out of my mouth before I realize what I said. And then I'm like, somebody's like, "Did you really say that?" I'm like, "Wait, what did I just say?" Or like today, I said something at work and I can't even remember what I said. I think it was about our fiscal officer. And because she's new. And I was saying, maybe we just need to give her some time, because it's kind of one of those things that, none of us have critical thinking skills when we're new at a job. We just do what we're told and that's it till we learn it. And I think I said something to the fact that, maybe she'll get some critical thinking skills when she's been there a while. And I stopped and I thought about that. And I was like, I said, that was not how it was intended. I said, that was not meant that way. And he says, "Oh, no, I totally understood you." Because I was actually talking to our IT guy. And he says, "No, I totally get you." He says, "No offense." And no, none of us do. When we are learning something new, none of us have critical thinking. We don't extrapolate because we don't have a basis to make those decisions and judgments from. So until we have that experience, she's been on the job less than a month. And we went through, she's our 4th fiscal officer in a year.
Gee, I wonder why.
So she's walking into a very complicated job. Luckily, she
Hostile
came from
employees.
not intentionally.
Sorry, I
But,
couldn't resist. I had to. I apologize. That was
yeah,
me.
she's actually a very nice lady. I met her before she was hired, and I was really impressed with her. Because I asked her, she said she was interviewing, and I said, "For which position?" She said, "Fiscal officer." And I'm like, "Great, I would be working under you." Because she
That
would have
just
been my
sounds-
direct supervisor. She
Oh.
says, "No, we don't work under people. We work with people." I was
I
like,
like that.
"Oh,"
Mm.
because the last one kept putting me in my place and making sure I knew she was the boss. And so I was like, "Ooh, I like this one." Exactly.
No, I
So,
am Batman.
right?
Simply.
So I really liked her from the get-go, and I found out it was her, and I was all excited.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'm glad it turned out well. And I got to catch up on comments here real quick. Britt says, "I don't sugarcoat. I'm not scared of who I am. I just don't always like sharing." That's a great point, Britt, because there is a big difference of not sugarcoating and not sharing. You don't have to share everything. But at the same time, if you should, I believe, and I'm using keywords here. You'd be proud of me, Britt. I'm picking up good words. I believe it's necessary to share just enough to make your opinion relevant, because we all have an opinion. I mean, they're like our buttholes. We've all got one. Doesn't make them right. Doesn't make them all work. The simple fact is, if somebody blurts out, "You should do this," that's keeping it raw, but is it real? And that's where I think giving enough backstory to make it relevant makes it real. And I think that, for me personally, that really adds the belief that I need to listen to this person, at least some. I don't have to do what they say, but maybe I should take it with a grain of salt. It's like, maybe I need to look at that. And I recently ran into a situation about that I'll tell you guys about, because Cyril and I had a conversation about this a few nights ago, just before Rags to Riches. And that changed the way we did Rags to Riches. So I'll share that with you. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about for Rags to Riches, every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, we do a show called Rag to Riches, where we are taking literally the price of lunch, and we've turned it into $1,200 so far, and it's just going up. So if you're interested in crypto, you want to start learning about it, and go back and watch some of our last episodes. And down below here on YouTube, I've got a whole series called Zero to Hero. If you don't know a thing, start watching, start learning just a little thing. For God's sake, open yourself a Coinbase account, start buying $5 of Bitcoin or Ethereum or something every week. Just start the process. Take that first step. From there, it's going nowhere but up. So do yourself a favor, dig into it. And Alpha says, we don't have to share. I would say at least half of the time when I share would have been better not to. Alpha, I totally agree, man. About 90% of the time I share, it's like, man, I should shut up now. You can tell when their eyes roll back in their head or they just start looking to it like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? It's
Did
like,
you just say that? I'm so offended.
And for the record, yes, I have been diagnosed as clinically insane, so I'm okay. One of these days, Britt will give me a diagnosis to go with it. There's having way more feelings than me. Yeah. Okay, that was out of the conversation. That's harsh. Yeah, see, I thought it was harsh too. Corporate face. Got to have a corporate face, Wild Angel. Yeah, can't just go for the jugular all the time. Once in a while, okay.
I try.
I gave up trying.
I work at it really hard. You know, sometimes I fall flat on my face, but other times I succeed really well.
Good for you. That's a challenging game to play. Rich says, for sure, I'm just saying that we all have so many different facets of ourselves. We have our work self, our family self, our public self, our parent self, etc., etc. None of those are me, and all are. Yo, Britt, that is a great point because we have to do all of that. I don't care what you do, what line of work it is, what your age is, your education, whatever. You have to be slightly different with everybody you interact with. That is a challenge. And there's no books, there's no manuals. Nobody tells you, okay, so if you're dealing with Bob on a Tuesday, you have to be a 6.3 on the honesty scale and a 1.2 on the sensitivity scale. But if you're dealing with Sarah on a Wednesday, you can be a 9.8 on the raw scale and a 0.1 on the reality scale. Why isn't this shit tattooed on our foreheads?
When I was,
well, I would say,
when I was doing some recovery work, we had to make masks for our different selves. And my mask with Sharpies, I took Sharpies and divvied it up into all these different categories. It was
There's no
insane.
Way. Yeah, there's no way there's a mask that big. So what do you think, Alpha? How about you, buddy?
I was going to say, I would say instead of, like written on people's forehead, there should be like a status window to check what kind of person we're dealing with. It would be so convenient. Just like pull up a status window. Oh, okay, this person is like that. All right, now I know what to do.
That's it.
But yeah, I agree. It's like, I would say, I'm very good at, criminal minds use the term profiling. So I'm very good at profiling the people around me. And I tend to adjust how I respond to things based on the, I suppose, the environment and how the people around me are. So if I know someone can deal with aggressiveness, then I'm going to be my general kind of mean self. I'm going to come out just completely raw and be like, yeah, well, that was a bloody stupid thing you just did. But if I know someone's a little more sensitive, like it's super sensitive, I'll be like, so I know that you intended for this. However, that was quite the idiotic thing to do, and this is how you could have done it better. Because I know this person isn't going to respond well to me being like, well, that was dumb. They're going to start crying or something. But if I come and I'll be like, that was kind of, not cool. But you could have done it better, and this is how you could have done it. And then the person's going to take it like, oh, he's actually trying to help me. I'm like, oh, thank goodness it worked that time.
See, and that's important. Yeah, and Britt's totally agree. It says exactly, Alpha. It says that's called emotional intelligence. Wow, there's a word for it? Okay. I thought it was just
EQ.
not being an asshole.
It's called EQ. Instead of IQ, it's EQ.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're telling me I should stop handing people boxes of crayons and say, here, eat this because you're too stupid to do anything else with it. That's not okay?
Yeah, that's a low EQ.
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might be
I've
a
done that.
negative EQ.
Possibly.
Yeah, I have actually done that to people. They earned it
You've done
in my
to
book.
me.
Yeah. There are times when, I swear, I think people choose to be ignorant. And I think there's a big difference between uneducated and ignorance. I think ignorance is a choice. They don't want to learn. They're like, no, that's too hard. It's too difficult. I don't want to learn it, so I hate it. Okay, that just makes you ignorant in my book. That's my opinion. You're welcome to have your own. But if you say, hey, I just don't get it, I have no idea, I've got no mind for whatever that problem is, whether it's mechanical, it's mathematical, whatever it is, my brain just can't grasp it. That's okay. That is uneducated. That means that it doesn't flow with you all. You can work at it, you get better at it, but maybe you'll never be a rock star at math. That's okay. You don't have to be. You probably have other talents that are amazing. But when somebody says, well, math is just stupid, I refuse to learn, it's like, then you're just an ignorant dick, so get out of my face. I don't want to talk to you anymore. That's a choice.
Yeah, it's like me and trying to do stuff on the crypto. I'm really trying hard to learn how to maneuver through MetaMask or all these different systems, but I get confused very quickly and very easily. Technology is not my strong suit, and give me accounting and I'm good. But the technology aspect of cryptocurrency confuses the hell out of me. And Serenity sometimes just is like, really? Come on.
Sorry.
It's just not my brain. My brain doesn't wrap technology very well. And, oh, really, Chloe?
Deal with the dog.
This is the third cookie.
Fair enough. And Alpha says, I wish I could just go around giving people credit. Alpha, you can, and it's kind of fun when they look at you. They're like, wait, what do I do with that? It's like, color with it, eat it. I really don't give a shit. Just go do something else somewhere else because you're driving me nuts.
I'm partial to the purple ones.
I like
the green.
Idea.
They taste good. But hard to get out of your teeth. It really sucks.
Well, okay, then.
You got the Serenity seal of approval. Start handing crowns out, Alpha. Go for it, buddy.
Right. Well, one of my first presentations for school was cryptocurrency in a crayon box. I had 8 slides, 8 PowerPoint slides, and they were the colors of the 8-pack crayon box, and the warnings was the red screen. You remember that, Serenity?
Yes, I do. That was good.
And it was it was so high level. It was like looking from space down at cryptocurrency. It was so high level, but it worked. I think I got an A on that one. Blue cheese. I happen to like blue cheese. Maybe that's why I like purple crayons.
And Britt is trying to spit water out across her chemistry. So how does that work? So H2O versus semiconductors versus electricity. What's that equation? I'm going to see how that turns out.
Explosion?
Yeah, it's not good. As an electrician, I can tell you that is not a good combination. Don't do it.
I've never had blue cheese, so I wouldn't know.
You've never had, oh, yeah. I would say blue cheese and crayons probably pretty close because, yeah, something is wrong with blue cheese. When you make a salad dressing and then you let it halfway rot, then put it in a bottle to give to people, that's not okay in my book.
Actually, the salad dressing isn't halfway rotted. The cheese just has moldy veins in it first before they put it in the salad dressing.
That's so much better.
So much better, yes.
I like blue cheese dressing occasionally. I have to be in the mood for it.
That's great. Said Alpha is making me laugh. Not my fault. Okay, that's fair, Brett. That's good. We're having fun. That's what it's all about here, guys. That's the reason Serenity does my technology.
That's totally why he does my technology too. Him or Horatio.
Yep.
Oh, I know the struggle, Serenity. Like over here, my person Jade, I had to teach her how to go into YouTube and look for the video she wants to watch. It's like it wasn't just once either. It was like she would be like, "No, I don't want to do it anymore. It's too complicated." And I'm like, "But all you do is do this, and there you go." And then she's like, "Show me again tomorrow."
Yep. And,
well, okay then.
And that's really interesting because I think that leads back to the conversation we're on is, when people say, no, I'm done for today, show me tomorrow. That's okay. Sometimes we have to get away from something. It's just, okay, my brain's cooked. It's been one of those days. But when you get this type of people that are very hesitant they don't want to do it. It's like, no, it's maybe tomorrow I'll try it. And they really don't have a passion for it. So is that when you would tell them, hey, look, obviously you just don't care enough, so I'm not going to care enough. Or do you say, okay, come back to you tomorrow and I'll show you then? How would you deal with that, Alpha?
I suppose it would be dependent on the person, but for the most part, I'd likely just be like, you know what, I'm not going to waste my time. So it also really depends on if they actually have any interest in. If there's no interest at all, I'm going to be like, stop wasting my time. You get to know my nerves now. But if they do have an interest and they're just struggling because it's not something they're used to, then I'm going to be like, okay, cool, I get it. It's overwhelming. It's a lot to remember. Sure, tomorrow I'll take you through it again. I mean, we all have trouble learning new things. Doesn't mean I should tell someone, no, I'm not going to help you anymore.
Exactly. So you actually evaluate their interest or their passion for that, whatever it is. It's like, they're like, yeah, I have to do this, so I'm just going to do it. Here, show me again. Or is it like, man, I really want to learn this, but I don't even know where to start, or I keep pushing the wrong thing. And so you actually evaluate that situation, and depending on your evaluation of them is how you decide how you're going to react. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. It's that EQ that Brett mentioned earlier. I very much profile everyone and, anyone. No matter what the situation is, I will always profile to figure out what's the next steps. I suppose that's likely because I've been a tutor since I was like 10. So I've always needed to learn the people around me if I wanted to teach them something. So I can't teach a 6-year-old how to write their name if I don't understand their brain. And that's like, I've just stuck to that kind of, I need to understand how the person thinks, what they are thinking, and then interpret what I am saying for them, whether that be visually, whether that be with a technical explanation, or whether that be with a, oh, you don't understand multiplication? Well, what if I had 10 butterflies? Each butterfly has 2 wings. How many wings are there? A 10-year-old might understand that instead of what's 2 times 5 or 2 times 10. So it's just like a matter of being able to relay information and then understanding where people's brain are and the emotional state too.
Exactly. And I'd have to agree. That's one thing, I've done a lot of helping different things, whether it's education or counseling, things like that. And I've always tried to find analogies, even in crypto. My Zero to Hero series, I've focused heavily on the analogies of everyday things, just like you're talking to butterflies. I think that is a great teaching tool. Is so many teachers forget this. They just teach what's in the book. They don't teach the student how they can learn. So I think it's really important to connect with someone, at least to some degree, to understand how should you teach them. If you just keep reiterating the same crap to a room full of people, maybe 20 will get it and 10 won't. And it's like, okay, good enough, out. That's not really being a teacher. That's just reading a book. Man, I can get a computer to do that for me. So, no, my hat's off to you, Alpha, because I think that's really super important moving through this world to help people with when you decide to, is to make sure you're speaking their language or in a state in which they can comprehend.
Serenity, you're doing the in and out thing again.
I didn't touch it.
I don't know if maybe you're accidentally covering up your mic. Maybe it's flipped around and rubbing on your shirt. Oh, I was thinking the mic on your...
I don't have a mic on my shirt. My mic is right in front of me.
Never mind.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, yep, right there, guys. Karma Farm. Always with me, Alex. And special shout out to Yabonks. He is going through some tough times, guys. And definitely go check out Karma Farm Sanctuary. If you can help, great. I know they've got a couple animals that are in some dire needs right now. So either way, jump in there, send some good wishes, send them lots of love, and anything we can do for you. Alex, Kelly, let us know, my man. We are here for you, brother.
I know what Alpha was saying with trying to teach the way that people learn. We do that all the time in our house because we have kids at different stages on the spectrum, on the autism spectrum. We have one with mental retardation in our house. And so they all learn differently and they all receive information differently. And so we have to be kind of careful and responsive to how we're talking to them. Also, Serenity knows when I've had a rough day and I'm tired, don't throw something new at me at 9 o'clock at night, because that's the quickest way to get me frustrated and pissed off and just shut down. If I'm tired, yeah, don't get me doing crypto stuff when I'm tired, because that will turn into World War III.
I try to stand
Yeah,
back and just throw a chocolate. It's usually safer in my room.
yeah. Today was one of those stand back and throw chocolate. That's why I told a couple people at work, because it was our filing deadline. And so, yeah, it was insane.
So, Brig shared some interesting information. Says, did you know that the ability to read people like that usually comes as a trauma response from early on, from having to read the room from fear? Just a fun fact. You know, Britt, that makes a lot of sense. Because, yes, I think everybody I've known who was good at reading a room and evaluating different people always had a fairly traumatic past. So, man, I never put two and two together, but that's pretty fascinating. And it says, maybe Alpha should be a psych too. Alpha, you studied to be a psychologist, really?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't
That's
finish
cool.
my course, unfortunately. I ran out of money, but yeah, that was what I studied on university. And the best part about studying psychology is that all of your friends that you make are also in psychology for the most part. As it's so fun talking to people that are kind of getting where you are from, like the kind of thought processes that you have. And everyone was so friendly. Man, I loved it.
So that's what you like it here, because we're about as crazy as it gets. So, welcome to the crazy
You
family.
you need some crazy to learn new psychology things, right?
Exactly. You could write a paper on me. I guarantee it's not proud of it, but it is who I am, which it makes me unique, and I think that's a great thing. And so instead of you going in for therapy or that, I just embrace it. You know, be real with it and throw it out there. Those who are drawn to me, then great. Those who aren't, that's fine too. I wish them the best.
I love watching Criminal Minds. I like getting into the psychiatry or the psychology of it. Actually, one of my early incarnations at university was social work, of all things. And then I said, wait a minute, I got way too much baggage. I can't help anybody else. I couldn't even help myself. So I bagged that and went into paperwork.
Yeah.
So
that's quite the difference.
So I'm really curious. That brought up a great question. Alpha, great. I really want to get your guys' opinion. Everybody in the audience, I want to get your opinion. So do you think that the people who excel in things like psychology, they excel because of the baggage they have, the trauma they've experienced? Do you think that's necessary to be a rock star in those fields?
You have to come out the other side and know what it feels like to be there, to really understand what these people are going through. But the best ones have dealt with their trauma and don't have that baggage, and maybe they carried it for a while, but they've worked through it, they've processed it, they've come out the other side, so they're not in the thick of things.
And Britt says yes. I'm surprised not all capitals with exclamation. What about you, Alpha? What do you think? Is that necessary to be successful in the psychology field?
I would definitely go out and say yes. So I'll add on also to what Wild Angel said. Oh, my tongue was flipping on itself there for a second.
Now you sound like me.
So yeah. So when I was doing a bit of a course also, I think last year, our mentor is a therapist. So she has, I think, about 12, 13 years of experience also with it already. And she taught that like we have to ground ourselves completely first, learn how to deal with stress, learn how to deal with any emotional fluctuations, learn how to deal with ourselves first before we help other people. And I think like that's like where it comes from. For a psychologist to really be good, I would say they have to have gone through something, because what's the best person that can help someone else get through something? Someone who has experienced those things, someone that has, experienced something that they can empathize, but not to the point of making that person's emotions their own. Empathize to the point of, I get where you're coming from and I can help you work through that, but it's not going to affect me because I've dealt with my things already. If you haven't dealt with your things, then the moment someone tells you and it relates in a small part to what you've been through, then you're going to go downhill and you're not going to make it as a psychologist. So you would have had to go through some trauma, learn how to deal with that trauma, and then be actively able to deal with that constantly to be able to be a successful psychologist or psychiatrist or whatever, because
Right.
I would
And that
say.
makes sense. And I would have to agree with you. Now, those who watching who don't understand the difference, and I could be wrong. If I am wrong, correct me. My understanding of the definition between empathy and sympathy is empathy, you can relate. You can feel bad for someone without making their problem yours. Sympathy, or no, empathy is you can understand it. Sympathy is you feel bad for it. So you're putting yourself on that emotional level and making a connection. So you can be empathetic to somebody's problems and support them, all that, but you don't have to be sympathetic. You don't have to make their problems yours. And that was one of my tough things in recovery because I was always very codependent. And I didn't even know what codependency was until I went through recovery and realized I am a textbook rescuer to the T, which means I make everybody's problems my own. And that creates this trauma within me. Now, all of a sudden, I'm falling apart because their traumas, my traumas, I was way too sympathetic. And I was carrying their baggage on top of the baggage that I was creating as I was going. So making more baggage for me, and I'm carrying theirs. And needless to say, it didn't go well. So now, we did have a comment from Britt here I want to throw out there. Well, go back up. Because I know it looks like she was disagreeing with Wild Angel, and I lost that. And you guys were going back and forth. Wow, I totally lost it. Where'd it go? This is why I can't have nice things. Sorry, guys.
It was
Go up
but
about
you're in the thick of the
3
trauma of your
messages.
own. Yeah, just a little up.
4 messages.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, is that the one? 4 up from there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's yours. Okay, you have to learn not to project and stay objective. Oh, there it is. Okay, not true, Wild Angel. Okay, so that's where I lost. I saw that, and then I got wrapped up in the conversation here. I was just having too much fun with everybody. So hopefully Britt's going to explain. You have to learn not to project and stay objective. Okay, so that's interesting, Britt. So you have to not to project your own trauma, but do you think it's necessary to experience the trauma to relate to theirs or experience some level of trauma? And so there's clarification, which part, Britt. But if you're a thick of trauma of your own, is someone really able to be objective? Ooh, wow, we got a good debate. Britt, you really need to get up here on camera so we can have some debate. This is fun.
Debates are fun.
So, most psychs are still messed up. It's actually strongly suggested you have a psychologist as a psychologist continuously. So you got to be crazy to be a crazy person? Or crazy fixer? How does that work? I'm so confused. You disassociate. Okay. Pros with other sensitive bullshit man. Yes. And when
Brené
you
Brown.
mentioned that, yeah, exactly. Brené Brown. If any of this is not making sense, or you guys want somebody who I personally think is great, look up Brené Brown on YouTube. And especially we're talking about Wholehearted. That is one that really struck home with me about having the courage to stand out and how we all have trauma. We're all afraid of something, whether it's afraid of firing somebody or being fired, or she gives a bunch of great examples. And then there's this rare breed in the middle called Wholehearted. Even though they're afraid, those people will still do it. They think it's necessary to be a little uncomfortable, but it's not excruciating. And I definitely believe I fall in that class of Wholehearted. People call me crazy because I will jump in with both feet. Just like when I quit my job as an electrician to become a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
Was I monetized? No. Did I have a huge following? No. Did I know how I was going to pay the bills? Absolutely not. But what I had was a dream, and I had a passion to try to help and educate the working class people in the world. That's what started the whole Down Home Crypto series. Is I was working every day around like 200 people. Out of them, most of them were going to keep working, swinging hammers and doing that job until their bodies gave out and they couldn't do anything else. Then what are they going to do? Live off the state or the government? They ain't got any money. And so my whole passion here was to try to come in here and educate every one of you on the best I could. If you know all about crypto, then great. I'd love to have you on the journey with us. And if you don't know a thing, awesome. I started making video series, how to get caught up, how to start learning. The biggest thing I found is most people don't even want to take that first step. That's really hard for me. I've always been that kind of person that I just jump in and I'll jump off a cliff and then I'll ask, hey, what's at the bottom on my way down?
Mm-hmm.
I don't look first. I'm not that person. And I think Britt and Wild Angel can both agree to that. And I've just always been that way. So I've always been afraid, but never so afraid that I'm unwilling to leave. It doesn't always end well. I'll say that straight up.
and I'm quite the opposite. And so I think I make kind of a good balance because I will touch and feel as I go. That's why it's taken me 10 years to get Wild Angel Creations up and running or more, because it was like, yeah, okay, maybe.
And it's interesting. What about you, Alpha? How do you fall in that category, bud?
Sorry, I was keeping up with the conversation in chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Okay, let me catch up on the chat because I see, man, it's just exploding. Okay, so
can I get a shorthand version of what we were talking about now?
Well, let's catch up on the chat. Need ongoing assistance for yourself too. After all, it's easy to forget. Work on everything you learn and not internalize. That's a great point, because yes, you do have to turn all the things you learn on yourself, and man, that's when it's hard because you got to be real and raw with yourself too. And personally, I stand in front of the mirror and it's like, okay, all right, is this who you're proud of? Is this who you want to be? And if not, what are you going to change about it? Kind of like I'm talking to a second person. Now, the fact that I'm a crazy helps because I can talk to myself as another person, and it works out really well. You bounce, my man! Everyone watching, make sure to like the video. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. And everybody watching, make sure to go check out Karma Farms. My inspiration, my brother from another mother. We are all over you guys. And Alex, my man, prayers are with you. I know things are tough right now. We will get through this. If you need anything at all, reach out to us here, but always here for you. My brain is struggling. You box! Renee Brad, yes. Renee Brad, thank you for typing that in. Wow, I am way back on chat. Okay. Trying to get caught up, guys. Sorry. Hi, Brett. Alex. Jordan B. Peterson. He has some amazing breakdowns. Always gets my blood pumping. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out. Somebody make a note of that. Jordan B.
I got it.
Okay, good. I'm going to check that out. And I moved my mic. I probably screwed it up.
As soon as I find a pen.
Bring C. Peterson next month. Britt, yes, Peterson. That was the guy that you were really impressed with, if I remember right. I think you and I talked about that before. He's one of the teachers or psychologists that you were really impressed with his speaking and stuff.
Oh, he's amazing.
See?
Oh my gosh.
What's on yeah. He's so jealousy. Okay, am I caught up? Nope. Oh my god, how many pages comments? I'm so far back. Okay. Okay, he's entering. You got to see him in South Africa? Okay. Absolutely, brother. My pleasure, my man. Okay. I skipped a few. I just jumped to the bottom. His name almost every stream. That's why. Okay. See? I knew it sounded familiar. Not bad for an old senile crazy guy.
Not bad at all. Damn.
So, wow, I got way
but
off
he's
track.
Lucky. But he's so lucky getting to meet Peterson. I'm jealous. Completely jealous. That's why my brain stopped following the conversation, because Brett was like, oh, I'm getting to meet him. The brain was like, no.
I want to go.
Why not me?
Britt, you need to stick Alpha in your suitcase and take him with you.
He's a little guy. He fits in a Volkswagen bug. I mean, look at the size of that bug compared to him. He's a little dude. Yeah, you wouldn't even notice. It's okay.
No one would.
He doesn't eat much. Ashley Wick is my friend from the animal rescue world. She's a big supporter of Come From. Awesome. Hi, Ashley.
Oh.
Yeah, welcome, Ashley. We'd love to have you. And yeah, we love Alex and everything he does for the animals.
Here we go. Okay.
And
I would cry for it.
Sorry, Ashley, I
Ashley,
had to scroll up and find you. I got carried away in the conversation in the chat. Welcome to Down Home Crypto. Glad you're here with us today. I thought I saw it as I scrolled through. My bad. That's what happens when I'm left unsupervised.
If you want to learn about crypto and you want to start at the beginning, Ashley, jump into Serenity's Zero to Hero. It's a great, really beginner course. It goes clear back to what is a blockchain and works you up from there. So it's a great set.
Absolutely. And make sure to tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, where we're doing our Rags to Riches with Cyro Kier. Another brother, another family member, love him to death. And unfortunately, he can't be with us tonight. He's got friends coming in from out of town, so we got put on the back burner. I guess we're the adopted family now. I don't know. But either way, it's great to have you with us, Ashley. Thanks so much for tuning in. And got to join the Discord. That is a great point. Thank you, Alpha. I'm glad somebody reminds me what I'm supposed to be doing. Somewhere I had a link. I probably ate it, knowing me. So I can.
Yeah, no Cyril, Alex.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
hey, we even have other Idaho Candy Company goodies that we were going to try. Apparently, we'll have to wait till next week because I sent a care package to Cyril.
Oh.
And he got the care package.
Did he? Oh. We don't even get to see how he likes the care package.
Hey, Ashley, you're a veteran. One veteran to another. Welcome.
I'm having technical difficulties, obviously.
Serenity is a technical difficulty at this point.
I am a technical difficulty this week.
I think it's just a walking technical.
I am. Actually, I'm more of a sitting one right now, but that's just me.
You are a technical difficulty, honey.
Thank you. So
Hey,
there you go.
Apple.
There you go, Ashley. There is the link to the Down Home Crypto Discord. Jump in there, say hello, cast your votes on the voting poll, and just take a look around, get to know some of the amazing people we've got. And you'll find Bonks there and a lot of the similar communities because we have the same mindset. And that's one thing I've got to say. I was super, super lucky when I started my content creator career. Bonks is the one who kind of pushed me off the cliff. I'm pretty good about jumping off by myself, but he gave me that final push, said, hey, what do you got to lose? And I'm like, you know what, you're right. And so I think everybody has to reach out there once in a while because we try to keep it real and raw and just the most genuine we possibly can. But every once in a while, the fear kicks in. It's like, yeah, but what if? And instead of saying, well, what if? We should be saying, hey, what if? There's a very different feeling behind both of those. And I think that's really important to understand. And so that's my whole passion, is trying to get these people and everybody a little more involved in taking control of their future. Because that's what this is all about. It's building a future. Okay.
Yeah,
So
he is that. If not now, when?
Exactly. Oh, you rescue pigeons, doves, and guinea pigs. Mama, 3 special needs kids, disabled veteran with change world, funded through. Awesome. Ashley, we have got a lot in common. We have a small animal farm in a real small house. Nothing like Alex's, ours is little. We've got 2 special needs kids here as well. Just 4? I guess I count 2.
Out of the 7, there's 4.
Okay.
All on the spectrum.
I guess I count as one of those, so that's fair.
No,
and
you
disabled
would make
veteran?
5.
I make 5. Okay. Well, and we got Wild Angel, who's been, man, Ashley, we got a lot in common. We're going to have to chat. I am so lost on comments. I don't even know where to start on comments. I have missed so many. I apologize.
And I'm changing the world one creative creation at a time. Ask Alex.
Exactly. And Abdul, you're late, buddy. Usually you're the first one in the chat, man. What happened? I was late too. I can't say anything, so that's okay. We'll be late together. It makes us late brothers. I'm good with that. Gotta hyperfixate and find my way to a better way. There you go. That's the way to do it, Ashley. You just gotta buckle down, charge ahead. We don't care what's there. We're just going.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do. And that's one of the things about in life is we're gonna run into situations where sometimes there is no right answer, and so we gotta choose the best choice. And like I've told a lot of people, is you have the power to change at any point in time. don't like being that fake person nobody knows. You want to be real? Be real. You don't like the job you're in and it's dead end. You're going nowhere. You want to turn left. That's the only true power I believe we have in this world is the power of choice. We can't choose how to feel. We can't choose how other people can react to it. We can choose what we're going to do. And that's about it. Yes, and thank you for your service, Ashley.
Mhm.
Man, there's so many chats come through. It's like, man, we got to get some people up here on stage. I know Alex has the link. He is always welcome to jump up here with us.
I love that answer, Ashley. I might steal that. Yeah, his mic has been going in and out all night. He's on
I'm
a
not sure
freaking
why.
wave.
Okay, let me go to my audio setting. I'm going to let you guys chat for a sec. I'm going to do this. Oh, wait. I'll bet that's what it is. I think. Okay, is that better? Let me know if this cuts in and out. I had reduced mic background noise turned on. Sorry, all the weird settings.
You sound clearer already.
Yay! Good for me. I might have fixed something. It's the first thing all week. All right, I'm on a roll.
I thought of something, Serenity. So the whole conversation today has been about real and, raw. And that reminded me, not sure if you guys saw the song from Tom McDonald, Facts, with Ben Shapiro. So Jordan Peterson did like a kind of review on that where he broke it down. And one of his key takeaways from it was that, like, you have Tom McDonald, who's a little bit of a controversial figure. He's very, very, very raw. Like, that's just his whole persona. He's a bit crazy. You see all the tattoos and all of those things. The weird teeth that he has in the video also, it's like metal. And then you have Ben Shapiro, who's that person that will just be like, no, you're doing something dumb now. You have so he was like, you have these two polar opposite personalities that are just like, they bouncing ideas off each other, and that's how you got this Facts. And like, it was like, this is what a lot of people lack, where stupidity breeds more stupidity. The more you don't have people that will tell you what is right and what is wrong and tell you that's a stupid idea, the more you're going to ingrain that idea into yourself and make it your personality. And it was like, one of the main reasons why you have people that are real around you is that whenever you have a stupid idea that's yours, that is part of you. So they have to kill that part of you for you to think of a better idea, for you to grow as a person. I was like, bloody hell, that makes so much sense. No wonder I surround myself with people that will be like, Sabri, you're an idiot. Oh, that was my name there. So, I'm giving a little more of myself there.
Wow.
I won't show my face, but you got my name.
Perfect. Well, thank you for that. And don't worry, we won't tell anybody. It's okay. We'll keep it between the family here. So it's okay. We're all friends here. And, I think that's really important, Alpha, because one of the hardest things is to tell somebody. It's like, no, that idea's terrible. Or they say, oh, what do you think? It's like, man, I think it sucks. But to do it in a way that's not aggressive or attacking. And I think it can be done. And I think depending on how good of a relationship you have with somebody, means the more real you can be with them. Or I should say the more raw you can be. You still need to be real. Either way. If you think it sucks, then I don't think that is my taste in this situation. So you do you, I'll do me, and best of luck to you. Have a nice life. Or if I know you well, I was like, dude, are you an idiot? What the hell is wrong with you? That is the dumbest thing I ever heard. And I've said that too.
Yes.
I respect people like that. And I was telling you guys earlier, Cyril and I were having a chat just before last night's Rags to Riches. And he's like, hey, Jim, here's the deal. We are hounding too much on just the new information. And somebody in the community shared that with him, and he agrees with them. It's like, you know what, that's a good point. I'm so passionate about teaching people to change their life and get started in crypto. I have actually neglected the people that are already on this journey. I'm not sharing deep enough information. That's my bad. I have to take the accountability of that. But you know what? I respect Cyril for having the guts to come up to me and say, hey, we need to change the show because we are not doing a good service. We're losing it. We need to get back on top, and we need to keep that information flowing. I'm doing it again. Damn it. Okay. So I can't have nice things. One last try. I'm going to turn down my gain. Let's see. Up, down. Okay. I wonder if I'm peeking out. So if I break it, I am sorry. How does that sound? Any better?
Well, let's give it a few minutes and then we'll see, because it
Okay.
took a minute or two this last time.
Also, you know what? I've had my Discord open on that screen. I'll bet that was the whole thing. It's a new computer. What the hell?
Okay, Discord has been a glitch the whole time you've been doing this show.
My bad. Okay. But you know what? I respect Cyril for being honest with me, for being real, and saying, hey, this isn't working. And that's not easy to do. I mean, you don't go up to the CEO of a company and say, dude, you're screwing shit up. You're going the wrong way. You need to go more this direction. Usually they don't take it well. And my first knee-jerk reaction was, wait, what? And then I had to think about it for a quick second. And I've gotten pretty good at processing, thankfully. But I had to put that knee-jerk defensive mechanism aside. That is not easy to do, but I strongly urge everybody, when somebody does have the courage to tell you something, whether it's your breath stinks or you got something stuck in your teeth or your hair's, whatever it is, they're taking the time to do that. Remember that they don't have to do that. I don't know. I broke it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So I'm going to turn it over to you two for a second. I'm going to remove myself and I'm going to restart myself. So you guys have fun.
Yeah. Shame.
We have had such a massive technology bad week. He's had to rebuild the computer. He just changed mine out last week. So I went to go pay a winner from last Thursday and I had no MetaMask. Nothing. And I'm like, but how do I get this back? Because the seed phrase is stored in a file on the other tower that he disconnected.
Oh no.
And so he had to go through with my phone and pull up that seed phrase so that I could get MetaMask and pay the winner. It has not been a good technology week. And I have got to shut the dog up. She wants another damn cookie. Hold on. Shut up, go away. She has been sitting here barking at me. Her quiet bark this whole time.
I heard
She's-
that a bit now.
She is worse than a 2-year-old. I'm going to have to check out this Peterson guy you're talking about.
Oh yes.
I
You really should.
I sent it to us. I copied it and sent it in the Discord in my DM to him. And so we'll have to check it out because we really like Brené Brown.
I need to check out Brené Brown too.
She's really, really good. She really gets to the heart of it. And so I'm going to have to check out Peterson. So yeah, it's trying to find time to do it. So
Yeah. But I think like the nice thing with these things is that like if you can just listen, you know, like some people listen to audiobooks, if you can just listen, then you're good. Because you don't always have to see what he's saying. It's just like as long as you're hearing what he's saying, it works.
right.
And like I don't get to watch him as often because I'm basically the only person that's interested in watching and learning what he's saying. And when I do, then I overshare it with everyone so they get a little annoyed. But you know, it is what it is. That's not my problem. I like it. I'm going to share what I like. Oh, so we're not the only person that's had
Yeah.
trouble with technology.
So I wonder if it does have anything, because there's been a couple of big solar flares lately. I wonder if it does have anything to do with that, where it just kind of makes them glitchy, super glitchy.
The
Okay.
Matrix
He's
broke.
back. Yeah, the Matrix
Welcome back,
broke.
Serenity.
It needs a reset. Ashley's had tech problems this week too.
Oh, good. So it's not just me.
No. She
I'm
said
starting to
one
wonder.
tablet and one laptop have gone insane this week. And unfortunately, Ashley, we can't burn sage in the house. I'm highly allergic.
Oh, that's rough.
Dragon's blood works too. Dragon's blood incense works too. So we might have to go there.
This just got weird. What did I walk into? I leave you guys alone for 3 minutes. This is what happens? Really? Dragons? What? What do we sacrifice?
It could have
Where
been
did you get the
worse.
dragon?
Not
be
from
worse.
Mushu's house.
Okay, that's fair. So hopefully that's better. Let me know if it's not. Then yeah, I'm out of ideas at the moment. But you know what? I gotta say that this is the one reason I've had a lot of people say, Serenity, you gotta stop using StreamYard because there's better programs. One thing I love about StreamYard is I can actually restart my computer with a live stream running and it does not disconnect me. Right. It keeps running on the cloud. That's one reason why I stay here. So, just like I was able to do just now, I can duck out of my own stream and it keeps running. So there you go.
That's right.
That
You
is-
did. Oh, that's kind of cool. I
That
didn't even
is-
think about that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you use something else, it would probably end the stream right there, and then you'd have to restart. Basically.
Exactly. It would have shut down the show. So that's one reason why I stick with it. Not saying it's the best, but that's one reason why I like it. Even though people tell me, and that goes a lot with what we're talking about, is just because somebody tells you something's like, you should do this, you don't have to do it. It's good to listen because they took the time to listen. That's where I was before I left. See, I didn't lose my train. Proud of me. They took the time to share. So at least give it the respect it's deserved. And a lot of times that depends on how they delivered it. Was it very harsh? Was it very raw? Or was it out of heart and passion? It's tough to tell the difference sometimes.
Hmm.
And so
Definitely is.
there's so much I missed on chat. So anyway, so I'm
We
curious.
were going to catch up.
Hey, I'm glad it kept going. That's what's great about this is I don't have to be here. I can duck out for a couple minutes, and we have such an amazing community that you guys can all drive. And just so you know that if anybody wants to get up here on stage with us, that is one of the perks to the VIP family members. So if you want to be a part of the craziness up here, hit the join button below, become a VIP family member. Every week I put an exclusive backstage pass to join us in every Freaky Friday. So if that's something you want to do, that's how you get up on stage with us. Or you have to send me lots of candy, sugar, sweets, or some crazy addictive thing that I love. That works too. Ooh. Check that out. Ooh.
Oh,
looks nice.
hey,
I know.
we've got everybody in here.
Don't share.
I know. I don't have it. You do.
I know. So, chemistry and physics is done for a few weeks. Yay!
In a few
Hey.
weeks.
Oh, in a few weeks. Okay. I thought it's just done for a few weeks. I was excited. Sorry. Britt, come on. You're paying more attention to us anyway. You're not reading. You're not really absorbing it. Come on, have some fun with this. Yes, I'm an enabler. Bad me. Thank you, Ashley. I'm happy I'm back too. So, as you guys know, one of the things, being from Idaho, that I've been enjoying sharing is the Idaho Spud Bars from the Idaho Candy Company. And we've sent these to Norway, to Canada, all over the US. We've given them away and got mixed results. That's okay. I did some research today on the Idaho Candy Company because I love the fact it's a local business. And I realized that they are still making these candies out of the factory opened in 1909. Yeah, exact
And
same
with
building.
Some of the same
Whoa.
machinery as well.
Right. Yeah, some of the equipment is the same equipment. And I read the story about it and how it started. And as a gentleman, Mr. Smith, was a candy maker in Salt Lake and I think it was New York, moved to Idaho to help build a hotel. And once the hotel was built, he was out of work. So he actually started making candy at home and selling it in cardboard boxes door to door back in 1901. And then after a few years, it started picking up. He had to hire people, and then they bought the factory in 1909. And they are still in that exact same building. That's 120 years almost, 118 years. Yeah, same company, same place. And in fact, when it was sold to somebody else, it was actually the old foreman of the original candy worker, bought it in like 1920 or 30. I forget the year. But it stayed a very close-knit candy company. So if you guys want something truly unique, I highly recommend Idaho Candy Company. They have like the Idaho Spud Bars. They have the most amazing butter toffee. Oh my God, the
Oh
stuff's
my
so tough.
God, it's like crack.
It is crack, I swear.
It's toffee crack. I mean, I will eat the whole box.
Yeah, it is amazing. But doing my research today, I found they had something you guys are going to love. And you know what? I'm going to give one of you watching today, including Alpha, you can join in this too. We'll mail it to you. All you have to do is be willing to send us your physical mail address, because it's a physical item. Now, if you don't want to, that's fine. But I found they have a deck of playing cards called Idaho Potato Recipes. And they are literally playing cards. I want to share these with you guys. I'm putting myself on the big screen here for a second, because I was impressed with this. Everybody knows Idaho for potatoes, right? Well, the question is, how do you make potatoes? Well, in your deck of cards, okay, there you go. Every card has a different recipe. Potato biscuits with rosemary and Parmesan. And you scan the QR code at the bottom, and it gives you the full recipe of that dish. We got Idaho
That
potato
is so cool.
with quick marinara. I mean, I started looking through all these. Here we go. Dutch oven, Idaho potato chicken cordon bleu. And there's your QR code. You scan that. That gives you a recipe. Every card has a different recipe. Let's do it this way. So it is literally a 52 card deck. And every card you hit, crispy Idaho potato, truffles. Truffle chips. Check that out. Idaho potato.
Chorizo au gratin.
And it's all potato. That is so cool.
Everyone. Idaho potato holiday cookies. What the hell? You make there's a potato chocolate cake in here. I saw it earlier. Totally wild. So, here's what I want to do. Yeah. Here's what I want to do. I want to ship this deck of cards to one of you watching, to say thank you for being a part of the Down Home Crypto community, and to spread some of the love I have for Idaho, because I was born and raised here. I have lived in Washington, Oklahoma. I visited to England. I've been to Mexico. I've been a bunch of places. But you know what? I came home. And so I'm happy to be here. So I'm going to give away this deck of cards right here. All you have to do is be willing to DM me your physical mailing address. Okay? Because that's how I'm going to get them to you.
Or me.
If you... Huh?
Or me.
Or yeah, either one. But if you would like to join in this giveaway, we're going to put hashtag
potatoes.
Yes. Okay. So let me share this on the screen so you guys can see. So make sure I spelled it right, because we don't know if I did or not. It's a Friday night. Who cares? We're having fun, right? Okay, entire screen. There you go. So type in the chat, just down below, hashtag potato, just like you see on screen. We'll let that run for a few minutes. Tell your friends about it. Bring everybody in here. The only thing I ever ask is, if you're enjoying this, hit the like button down below and share it. Tell your friends about it. If they're not into crypto, that's fine. Hang out with Friday nights, because we talk about everything but crypto. If they're into crypto, we've got a whole community built on that as well. Either way, it's about building a community, a family that's built on love and respect and the desire to help each other. That's what it's all about here. And yes. So what do you guys think? Do you think the cards are cool, or am I totally lame? Tell me, raw and real, what do you think?
I think they're epic.
They are.
I had to run out and buy some.
52 potato recipes on it. Wow, that is brilliant.
Plus
You
2
can play-
jokers.
Yeah, plus the 2 jokers.
Damn.
So there's probably 54.
Britt says, you're home.
No, you're
Yeah.
lame. You need to learn to read,
Oh,
love.
I can't read anyway. I'm lame. Thank you, Britt. Hey, and that's what I love about you, Britt. You always tell me straight up how it is. Love you, girl. I'm lame. I'm home. Yeah, whatever it is. I'm something. By the way, what do you? I've been really easy for me to say. Part of being raw and real is being real about your own insecurities. Now, one of mine I've had is the video quality. The content, does it look and sound good? And so I've been fighting with the lighting and everything. What do you guys think of the new look? Is this better than the old look? Or did you like that better? Is it too distracting? What should I change? If you guys have advice, I would love to hear it. I'm always open on how I can make Down Home Crypto better for each of you, because that's why I'm here, is for all of you. If there's something I need to be doing, let me know, please. Hopefully not in a weaponized, aggressive manner, but hey, I can take it real and raw as well. So you say, yeah, Jim, grow some damn hair. Your shiny bald head distracts me. Okay, I can do that. I can get a wig.
We'll get him a really fake Trump toupee. Oh, that was my voice.
Wow, that's real and raw right there. It's like, oh, bam.
Oops.
Britt says, I like it. It's more you feel. Okay, thanks, Britt. I appreciate that. See, I was really worried. I was actually starting to get feeling very insecure because the blue light was getting turned purple with the red light I had on the Serenity. And it was bleeding over, so I looked like it was all pastel. It's like purple to pink. It's like, oh, Serenity's coming out of the closet. No, that is far from the case. Nothing against it. That's just not me. I didn't think I was giving that good vibe, so trying to change it up. So anything you guys think, I'd love to hear about it. And Serenity, you should see if you can get Idaho Spud Bar Company to see if they'll make a vegan edition of Spud Bars. I have a huge vegan following, and that will spill over to you. Ooh, I like that. Okay, Alex, I will make a note of that right now.
I actually did a contact form for Idaho Candy Company last week saying, hey, I'd love to talk to you guys. We've shipped these to Norway and all over the US and Canada. And, well, they still have not answered me back. But it's been a week. It's only been a week. So we'll see. I figured I'd give them another week before I'd hit them up again.
Right. And, you know, the great thing is they're right downtown. You were there today.
I know.
We can just
they were
always
they're
go in and talk to them.
closed. No, they're closed. They were closed. They close at 2:00. So they're closed before I get off work.
Oh, so they're starting on the same work schedule from 1906. Okay. Everybody goes home at 2. We're done. Thank you, Alex. I'm trying, brother, man. I'm trying to make you proud of me because make no mistake, you are still my inspiration. Just like I've shared, I keep Karma Farms nearby at all times. Not only does that remind me to help others, to reach out, but it also inspires me why I started this journey and the ones who got me here. And you are absolutely the inspiring force that pushed me off the cliff. So thank you for making me take that big leap. Let's see. It says, I can't talk before, but I like it. Gives a nice Friday night funk vibe. Cool. Okay. That's good to know. I appreciate it. Let's see. Kelly commented on it earlier too. Said she loves the studio set. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. And Kelly, thank you for all your hard work. Because I know when Alex is in the studio, locked away for hours on end, the farm still has to run. And I know you're the one in the background doing all the hard lifting and the labor. So thank you, my dear.
We love you, Kelly. We are so damn proud of you guys.
Amazingly proud. Honestly, just shows some makeup behind me. All right, hey. I put my makeup on earlier, and that's the funny part. I came in here about to hit go live, and I realized I didn't put on my makeup. So, yes, I did put on my makeup. Although I'm starting to sweat, so I'm
still
shiny. Again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The shine is coming through now.
It is.
All
it's
the
coming
light
through
is
the makeup.
reflecting.
Yep. I got to go put on some more makeup. I'll be back.
I'd actually put some blush on because I looked so pale. I looked like I was sick or a ghost. So.
Yeah. I says I like the cool certain thing in the background. See that before. Clear. Yes, I did. When I did the computer reset, I changed camera settings. I changed all kinds of stuff. Spent several days on it. But then I got this pinpoint light that made the whole sunset. And that's what I'm trying to do is create that sunset effect on the Serenity. So we think of Serenity, we think of peace, we think of a sunset, all the way around trying to bring that feng shui, or I don't know what they call it. That
Okay,
feel.
I see. So that's what that is. Because I'm looking at like it's the thing I've been focusing on the whole night. I'm just like, oh, that looks so cool in the background with the sunset.
Is it too overpowering? That was one of my fears too.
No, I just
I love
get
it.
distracted very easily.
I do the same thing. It's like, ooh, shiny, look, here I go.
Yeah, because Alpha, that Serenity has been back there since he redid the studio the first time. He
Right.
actually carved it out in the wall, and that is a little tiny, like wire almost light set in to make it glow like that.
Right.
Oh,
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I cut the
It
wall
is
apart.
cool.
I did.
Yeah, vandalism. vandalize your house. Just makes so much sense.
It's my house. I can do it. Hey. And your bug says, I'm always shiny. My thermometer in here is always between 80 to 85. Man, that's cooking. See, you can actually see mine. It's 77 in here right now. Oh, I didn't put my fan on.
Wait, let me convert that to Celsius quickly.
Yeah,
that
he's
sounds
got a
like
ceiling
hell.
fan right over him and everything.
I'm an electrician. I wired it that way. It says sunset light is badass. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, buddy. Man, I'm trying, brother. And believe it or not, that's part of my fear is, Alex, you kind of push me. Wild Angel, you support me. And so if I can't do proud by the down home crypto community, then I feel like I've let you guys down. And that's one of my driving forces. Believe it or not, that's what gets me out of bed in the morning. It's not about making money. It's about doing what's right, so those who believe in me and support the community can say, hey, I'm proud to be a part of this community. Not that I'm in this community because we're all going to get rich. I hope we do. That's our goal. But that's not my main driving force. So thank you guys for being...
We just want to change the world one person at a time.
Or take it over. One of the two.
Or, Pinky in the brain.
Right.
And I'm not sure which one he is.
And Britt says, blue is the calmest color
Psychologically.
Easy for me to say.
Very easy.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the important thing. Is I can laugh at myself. So many people don't. I mean, I'm here in front of however many people are watching, and thank you for bearing with my horrible English. And I can make mistakes. And you know what? That's what makes this place great. And having such amazing people like you in the community. So thank you. Not overpowering. Okay, good. Like it. It is. Let's see. How are people still alive? I don't know.
By the grace of some higher power.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of those believers of natural selection. I say we remove all the warning labels on the planet. And you know what? It'll take care of itself. Don't worry about it. Natural selection. Problem solved. Yeah, 66 for me. Yeah, I'm cooking. I had to turn the ceiling fan on. I was wondering why. I was like, why am I so shiny? I didn't start that way. So guys, remember, we are still running the drawing here. So jump in, have your friends jump in, type in the chat, #potato if you would like to win that deck of Idaho Spud playing cards with all the potato recipes.
And Ashley, I saw your comment about loving the ethos and community. We are all about it. We want to bring as many diverse people. Just because our lives are different doesn't mean we think any differently or that we don't have similar interests. And so we try and draw as many diverse people in, and we find those similarities because that's how the world will become a better community.
Exactly. And that's the thing is, I mean, so many content creators are out there for the money. They're just like, oh, let me shill this project, and when it goes up, I'm going to sell my bag and I'm going to make millions. And I'm going to tell you, because I got wrecked. I've been scammed. I've done everything wrong, and I'm going to tell you that because I think that's the real education people need of getting into the crypto space. But also, it's not just about that. It's also about building people in general, about accepting themselves, accepting each other. And so that's why most of my focus is on crypto, but we have things like Freaky Friday here, which is about everything but crypto. And I think that's super important because we need to build as humanity-wise, as people, not just about the dollar. Too many people focus on the dollar, in my opinion. Yes, we need it. It's necessary for a lot of things. That's not what life is about.
I totally agree, Ashley.
Brett, my true colors are always showing. Okay, it's always showing.
Aw, thank you. We're like this, you'd never come back. Well, I'm glad you came back, Alpha Man. We'd love to have you here. And not to see Serenity.
Like I said, I would have literally ignored the invite. I was just like, no, I don't want to go talk to those crazy people again. But you know what? I was like, nah, I had fun, so I'm going to do it again. And then, I am third time. I must be liking it. It is.
It is, isn't it?
We're a drug.
I was telling Smiley earlier, oh my gosh, I still have to stay awake another hour because it was like 2 a.m. already. And then I was like, you know what, it's fine. By the time, when the stream starts, I probably won't even notice the time anyway.
Exactly. And, that's what I find. I find myself going through the day. I get all amped up in the afternoon. Then I start getting tired about an hour before your bunks goes live. And then usually I'll go in and I'll take a quick bath. And that helps me re-energize, refocus. Like, okay, I'm going this direction. And even when I start off, it's like, okay, fuck him. And it's like, okay, then all of a sudden the energy kicks in. Don't look at me. I made 2 drinks.
Bad Panda, my Dutch brothers, is gone.
Oh, sorry. But I find that the longer I'm in here with you guys, time just flies by. And I get more and more amped up. I love doing it. And so I totally understand, Alpha, because I'm the same way. It's like, oh man, I'm tired. I don't know. I could put it off. And it's like, no. It's too much fun and it's too important, I think. And the chat's rolling by so fast. And Britt says, all jokes aside, this is an awesome space. Oh, thank you, Britt. I appreciate that, dear. And I know you mean that from the heart. And yes, you and I give each other hell all the time. I think so makes our relationship great because we can't stop saying, you know what? I really appreciate it. So, Britt, I know you've got a crap load of stuff on your plate between work full time, school, kids, a whole family. And yet you take the time to come out here every day. It means the world to me, dear. Thank you so very much. Bonk says, this community is amazing. Thank you, brother. It's only amazing because we have awesome people like you in it. So thank you for being a part of it. And didn't drink like 10 cups of coffee. That works.
That sounds like Alex, who has the coffee pot right there.
Right. I'm going to wait. One of these days, he's just kind of an IV set up on the side, and she's going to be pouring coffee in the top. It's going to go straight in his arm. Like, go ahead. Give it to me. Another dose. Coffee is life. You know, I'm one of those weird people. I don't like coffee. So I make fun of Lynn. I'll walk in, I'll take a swig of her coffee, and I'll switch around like mouthwash and gargle it. Ah.
He does.
After I can spit back in, it's like, yeah, okay.
And I'm like, no, mine.
Just to have fun.
And I have to have at least 1 cup in the morning. And lately, with double shifts and everything, I've actually started drinking coffee as late as 6 o'clock in the evening.
Oh,
wow, you're going to turn it out. You can be like Yabunks in no time. Yeah.
And I still go to sleep when I get home.
Wrong cup. I did it again.
That's twice.
Keep grabbing the cup with no straw.
But I still go to sleep after just, 10 o'clock. I'm done.
Right. I wish I could do that. I lay there and I toss and turn and every noise and my brain won't stop. It's one of those things about autism. My brain never shuts down. But when I hold still for like 10 seconds, bam, I'm out like a light.
He's gone.
It's amazing.
He can't get through a whole movie.
God, no.
He'll see the first 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes in the middle, and he'll miss the end.
Yep. If I sit still for more than a few minutes, I pass out. So I'm either 100 miles an hour or I'm just dead. There's no in between with me. I'm an extremist. An espresso machine was the best investment ever. See, I can see that, Britt. It seems like a lot of work for some coffee, though. I'd rather take
I just want an Instapot,
Just hire a barista. We'll set him up right next door. It's like, okay, coffee!
A voice IV? What's a voice IV, Ashley?
Yeah, I'm curious. What is it? Voice IV.
Oh, she's at it again.
That Chloe would be our dog, who comes in and she dances and barks and
She actually yipped at me. Did you guys hear it? She's like,
I heard
"Yip."
something.
And I'm like, oh, she actually made noise. I had to pull my backdrop around to block her so she'd shut up this whole time for the last half hour.
So trying to get my son Sealy doctors
coffee IV.
Coffee IV. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do that? I used to do the same thing with Diet Coke. Like, yeah, might as well. It's on my head. That's okay. We have animals all over this place. In fact, I'm one of them, so I get it. I totally relate. So let's bring this back up. Give everybody just a few more seconds. So if you missed out earlier, what we're giving away, I'm gonna show this again because it's so awesome. But you type in the chat #potato, just like you see on the screen, and you have to be willing to DM me or Wild Angel your mailing address because we are gonna mail you this prize today. And what is it? It is a set of 52 playing cards, Idaho potato recipes, and it really is a full deck of playing cards.
And I think the Jokers even have recipes on them.
That's a 4. Joker. No, the Joker has a potato truck.
Oh, okay. So I guess it's a joke that they all have recipes on them.
Yep, all but the Jokers. Jokers have pictures of the world's largest potato. That's what it looks like. But every other card has an actual potato recipe. So, grilled Cajun shrimp and potato skewers. Interesting. Ooh. New England shrimp bake. Oh, that looks good. And they have pictures of it. But what's unique is they give you a QR code at the bottom of every card. And when you scan that, and I'm going to test... I probably ate my phone, so I lost it. Yeah.
Actually, over at the very end of your monitor.
There it is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's try this. I want to see if this works. So, I'm going to scan the QR code. My phone doesn't like the light. There we go. Okay, so scan the QR code. So you guys see that? Pull that up. When I pull that up, whoa, that way. Here we go. There you go. New England shrimp bake. And so, gives you the picture, gives you the full recipe. Zoom in on that. Doesn't like that.
I'm buying a set of those just for us.
So there you go. It gives you the full recipe, directions, New England shrimp bake. Oh. And it gives you a bunch of other pictures of other potato things. Oh my God. I'm hungry now.
Chili dogs.
Potato chili dogs?
No, chili dogs for dinner.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. So, this one is getting shipped out to one of you. And in fact, we might even have a Karma Farm Sanctuary sticker from our collection that we will be including. Wild Angel says we will. We lost Alpha Cruz. Alpha's back.
I have Huckleberry gems I can throw in the box too. And maybe cherry cordials. And
so you don't know what you're going to get. We know for a fact you're going to get the deck of cards. But you might get all kinds of other crap. Who knows?
I have goodies. I'm the goodie queen.
That's just evil. Evil! Okay, so as you know, to enter, type hashtag potato in the chat below, and we'll do that drawing here in just a minute. There's only 5 entries. Alpha Cruz, make sure to put your name on that list too, buddy.
He did. He was the first one in.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
So far, I think everybody has. Britt, Mom, Ashley, Bonks, Alpha.
Yeah, and people are going to wish that they were here for this giveaway. Because,
these are pretty unique.
But here's the trick. Whoever wins this, you got to make one of them and send us a picture. Let us know what you thought of it. You know, so like, okay, this picture of what I made, and let us know if it tastes good or not. Because not everybody is going to like, for instance, the Idaho Spud Bar or one of the different candies. Because, you know, that's one thing. We gave away the Idaho Spuds. Not everybody's going to love them. That's okay. And with 52 recipes, I guarantee there's something you're going to love.
And I have discovered if you're not a big marshmallow person, I hate marshmallows, put them in the freezer. They lose that marshmallow consistency. They don't get hard, but they lose that marshmallowness.
You know, Wild Angel, that, you just remind me. There was something I saw today. I want to share this real quick before we do the giveaway, guys. And so I'm going to share my screen here. Go back to here. So this is from the Idaho Candy Company. And this literally is that same building. Built in 1909. Yeah, made in the same place, downtown Boise. Which is, of course, where we're at here is Boise. But I started doing some research. And it gives me the whole history. And I said, learn more. Okay, so I saw this and I thought of you today, Wild Angel. So it gives you the whole history of it. Where did that picture go? Right here. Okay, let's see if I can zoom in on this.
Try it frozen. Oh my God.
Check that out. Try it frozen. So they were talking about that. And how old is that picture?
Back when freezers weren't a thing.
Right. So you think about that. And I thought about this, but yeah, they've got the picture of the machinery, the Idaho Candy Company, the employees, and it gives the full story. And it's absolutely fascinating.
Hey, Ashley, DM me your mailing address. I'll send you some Spud Bars or some of the other goodies. Yeah.
For putting up with us? Absolutely.
Yeah.
There we go. In case you're not.
As a welcome to the community.
Perfect. And Mr. T.O. Smith. His home in 1901 is when the Idaho Candy Company first began. And it gives a whole story. How he built a hotel. He was a candy maker before. He started selling them door to door out of a shoebox. It's like, wow, that's just crazy. So if you want to find out, it's a great place. And they have some amazing food. The butter toffee, oh my God, that is to die for. I'm going to have to get me an Idaho Spud shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost bought a Spuddy Buddy. Everything is so much cheaper if I actually go to them. I don't have to pay retailers for that.
There you
So
go.
we're going to start. And hey, I'll let you guys know we are asking for either an affiliate link or a discount code or something to pass on to you guys so that you can get these at a fairly cheap cost.
Right. And either way, we're going to keep giving them away because
yeah.
you know what? We love to support local businesses and we think they're great. So we just want to pass them on to you. So in that excitement, let's go ahead and give away the deck of cards that has all the Idaho Spud recipes in them, as well as whatever Wild Angel decides to throw in the box.
Because I'm the one that usually does the shipping.
Exactly. Okay, so we have 5 entries. I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds left, guys. Type in the chat hashtag potatoes. Tell your friends too. Whatever you got. You ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big money, no whammies. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Pretty good odds at 1 in 5.
Yeah, you got amazing odds. Winner is Alpha Cruise. Woohoo!
You're gonna have to send it to me. I will get it all shipped out to you.
I will do that. I will definitely do that.
I promise we will not dox you.
Right.
It'll
Lucky
just
me.
stay personal.
Because Jade is a massive potato fan. If I tell her 52 recipes, she's going to be over the moon.
Well, now you got 52 of them coming your way, buddy.
Yep.
And make no mistake, guys, every Freaky Friday, we try to do something. And every Rags to Riches on Thursdays, we give away $10. And all you have to do there is vote in the Down Home Crypto Discord. So definitely join the Discord, cast your vote, try to win the $10, and then tune in every Friday for Freaky Friday, where we always give stuff away just because we're having fun. We just love doing it.
We don't always. Frequently we do.
Frequently, yeah.
It's not an every week guaranteed kind of thing. It's, when we get a wild hair, like me, Christmas and New Year's.
Right?
Yeah. I had fun at Christmas.
Yeah, more often than not, we get carried away. And it's just to say thank you. Thank you all for spending your time with us. Because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. Well, we might. I don't know. She's... What are you doing?
What did the dog do?
The dog farted.
Oh, no.
That's keeping it real right there, baby.
Oh, my God. It stinks.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's just funny. Oh, my God. And down the rabbit hole we go. Yep. And what a way to end the night.
Going to give you a gift for all the cookies.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
Right?
So, okay, guys. Well, I think that about wraps up our Friday night. I want to say thank you to everybody for spending the evening with us. Make sure to jump in the Down Home Crypto Discord. Get to know the people because we have an awesome community. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who joined us here. We've had Britt Sherry, we've had Wild Angel, of course, you've been here. Alpha Cruz, thank you for always hanging with us, my man. And we had Abdul roll through. We've got Yabonks, brother. Love to see you. And Ashley, welcome to the family. So good to have you with us today. And I know we had some more chats go through. It says, in Oklahoma, I did pit bull rescue. England helped feed orphan lambs. Mexico's desert territories. Now birds and guinea pigs. I'll DM you for sure. Absolutely thankful, Yabonks. It's got me here. Absolutely, Ashley. And Oklahoma. I moved back to Idaho from Tulsa, where I lived for 12 years. In fact, Brittany is still in the Oklahoma area. So, who knows? Might be a strange connection here. Maybe you guys know each other. You might even be neighbors.
They say we're all connected within 7 points of separation.
Right. Mine's like 6 3/4, 6 5/8. I can't do anything easy. You got to keep it complicated.
Right.
Exactly. So, everybody, Stay safe out there. Have fun. And thank you so much for stopping in tonight. Wild Angel, Alpha Cruise, it is always a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it. I
And
mean,
I'm,
how
like,
does 2
zoning
hours
out.
just fly by?
Yeah, they do. 2 hours goes fast.
It does. It's crazy, isn't it?
Insane.
And
Absolutely.
now you got to try to go to sleep, Alpha. Good luck on that one, buddy.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think I'm tired enough to just lay in bed and I'm gone.
Perfect. Okay, that works. Oh, yeah, there's definitely a connection there. Okay, so Ashley, we'll see you in the Discord. And do I still have that link up? I closed my Discord.
Good.
That's why everything works. But I did throw it in the chat, and also it's down in the description below. The Down Home Crypto Discord is there, along with all the other things I'm following. If you have any questions or anything, definitely go check out Karma Farm Sanctuary. That is an amazing opportunity, and that's where Ubonks is from, and Kelly. Love him to death. And if nothing else, just give him some prayers and some wishes. Right now, things are a little challenging. So whatever you can do to send some positive energy that way, it's going to mean the world to him. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And I will see you next Thursday on Rags to Riches.
See you next week. Bye, gang.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Got your back, brother. Stay safe.